going to be a monetary collapse. So take all the money that you have and buy everything that you possibly can, because your money's not going to buy anything 2 weeks from tomorrow. They don't do that. It just happens. And it will be a bond market collapse, and that's how this is going to happen unless we balance the federal budget now. We can't bury our heads in the sand over this issue, and that's exactly what we're doing.
What's your opinion on Obamacare, and what would you do about the Iran situation, assuming obviously you don't want to bomb and kill civilians? How would you solve it?
Well, how about the notion of free trade with Iran? The notion that, did we bomb China when they were developing a nuclear weapon? Were we going to bomb Russia when they were developing nuclear weapons? No, we actually became trading partners with both the countries. China, to more of a degree. I reject the notion that China is a threat to the United States. They're a trading partner. They're buying up our debt. So, and then I'm sorry, what was the...
Obama.
Healthcare in this country. I'm the free market guy, okay? When it comes to healthcare in this country, healthcare is about as far removed from free market as it possibly can be. When anybody criticizes healthcare because it's too free market, it's crony capitalism. It's the government that has passed laws that restrict the number of doctors, that restrict the choices that we have when it comes to drugs, when it comes to alternatives to medicine. So in a free market approach to healthcare, which is what we should have, I would not have health insurance to cover myself for ongoing medical need. I would have health insurance to cover, just like car insurance. I would have health insurance to cover myself for catastrophic injury and illness, and I would pay as you go in a system that was really competitive. There's no advertised pricing for healthcare. If you want to go get healthcare of any kind, nobody has any idea what you're going to pay. Imagine if there was advertised pricing. So when the whole healthcare debate started, imagine this. Imagine clinics that would specialize in gallbladder surgery. Gallbladders are us. You go to the Gallbladders Are Us Surgery Center and you pay thousands of dollars for gallbladder surgery as opposed to tens of thousands of dollars for gallbladder surgery. Imagine government lifting the lid off of doctor supply. There's so many, and I'm sure many of you are aspiring to be doctors. Of all of you that are aspiring to be doctors, I want to just suggest to you that maybe a quarter of you are going to end up in medical school and end up as doctors, even though so many more of you want to become doctors. Well, why not see that happen? Why not double the number of doctors that we have in this country? That should certainly bring prices lower. So I'm opposed to President Obama's healthcare plan. It's not affordable. But by the way, Republicans, just a few short years before that, passed Medicare, expansion of Medicare prescription drugs. That was really unaffordable also. And right now, Obama and Romney are talking about who's going to spend more money on Medicare. We have to cut Medicare spending. We have to. You as young people, you as young people are getting screwed. I'm going to retire, I'm going to have health care, but you are never going to be able to retire, and you're never going to have health care. You're never going to be able to pay off this debt that my generation is heaping on you. It's nuts. And Medicare is a benefit that people are paying $30 for the benefit. That's what everybody's paying in, $30, and everybody's receiving a $100 benefit. That's not sustainable. We need to have a safety net for health care, but we've gone way over the line when it comes to safety net.
When it comes to the explosion of human population in the past decades, and we're supposed to reach the Earth's carrying capacity around 2030, what are your policies to curb population growth? Because resources are finite and we're just going to run out if there's something.
Well, talking about population control, I just think that education goes a long way. That education goes a long way in talking about sustainability and the fact that population does pose such a danger on that. Now, I don't want to legislate that. I don't want to legislate that. I just think as human beings, we are smart. We understand this. and that this is a growing awareness, if you will. It's when you pass government policies that make it illegal to have 3 kids, which is happening in other parts of the planet. That's when you end up criminalizing activity that I don't want to criminalize. I don't want to criminalize personal behavior. I think most people in this country are fiscally responsible and socially accepting. And I don't use the term tolerant because tolerant implies that, gosh, you know, I don't really agree with what you're doing, but oh, it's okay. Well, I think actually we don't really care at all as long as that behavior